Hello people of YouTube, it's me, Tia, and I'm back again today, and I'm doing a video that I've wanted to do for a while now, but I just haven't had the time to make one. So that video is my record collection, and I'm super excited to do this video. Like I said, I love watching these videos. I love seeing all of the different vinyl that people have been able to find, or that the different colored pressings are awesome to see too. And so I'm going to share mine with you today. So if you want to see my record collection, keep watching. So we are just going to dive right into this. I have all of my records alphabetized by artist. That's how I keep them in here. So that's how you're going to see them. And I am going to show you, I have a lot of colored ones, so if it is colored, I'm going to tell you and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So first up, we have 5 Seconds of Summer, Sounds Good, Feels Good. I am obsessed with 5 Seconds of Summer. For the longest time, they were my favorite band. And I have seen them live in concert 5 times. So I had to buy this. This one is on colored vinyl as well. So it is green, which is pretty cool. And my favorite song off of this album is definitely Vapor. Luke's vocals in that song. That's my only react. That's like, I'm speechless. That's how much I love that song. So the next one that I have in my collection is One of a Kind by Air. But I met them at one of their concerts that I went to. I won tickets to because I wanted to see Cody Simpson open for them. And I won tickets and a meet and greet to meet this band. And they were the nicest band I have ever met in my entire life. The meet and greet, like, they were genuinely, like, interested to learn about me and learn about why I was there. So I really like this band, so I bought this on vinyl. It is just a traditional black pressing, so I'm not going to take it out. But my favorite song on this is I'm So Gone. Alright, so the next 3 records that I have are by the same artist. But the next one is All Time Low, Future Hearts. So this one is colored, and it is the blue and white half and half pressing. So that's what it looks like on this side. And then on this other side, the middle is black instead of white. So it's super pretty. I love it. I am a sucker for colored vinyl, as you will find out, because most of my records are colored. But my favorite song on this album is definitely Dancing with a Wolf. So the next record is also by All Time Low, and it is Nothing Personal. I got this one at Hot Topic, like I said, and it is also a colored vinyl. Hot Topic comes in clutch with those exclusive colored vinyls, but it's a really pretty, like, white and pink and a little bit of blue, I think. That's what color that is, but it's just like a splatter vinyl, so it's really pretty. I really like this one. But my favorite song off of this album is Damned If I Do Ya, Damned If I Don't. But it is So Wrong, It's Right. I got this one at a Hot Topic as well, and it is also colored. And this one's super cool because it's like a yellow, pink, I don't know, would you call that a splatter? It's like a polka dot. I think it was supposed to be a splatter. And then there's just like this one random like black dot right there. But I think it's super pretty. And my favorite song off of this album has to be Vegas. I feel like Vegas is one that people kind of, like, I don't ever hear anyone say, oh, my favorite All Time Low song is Vegas. But I just love it. It's my favorite, so. And this next one is another one that I got at Hot Topic. As you can tell, I go to Hot Topic a lot because, like I said, they come in clutch with those colored vinyls. But it is, as it is, Never Happy Ever After. I saw this band on Warped Tour, and I absolutely love them. I got to meet them, and I actually have this in like CD form as well, and it's signed by all of the band because I met them at Warped Tour. But this one is also a colored vinyl, and this one is like a limited edition one, so there was only 1,000 copies of this particular color made, but it's this really pretty blue. They call it Midnight Blue with Sparkle. I don't know if you can see, there's a bad reflection on it, but it's sparkly. But my favorite song off of this album has to be Cheap Shots and Setbacks. So the next one is kind of a vintage record. I found it at a record store for $1, actually, if that tells you how old it is. But it is Barry Manilow's Even Now. It's just a traditional black pressing because it's older. But I bought this album solely for the purpose that it has his song Copacabana on it. And when I was younger, Copacabana was like the song that my family listened to. So the next one is one that I got in my vinyl shipments, but it is Bayside, their self-titled album. It's just a traditional black pressing, but my favorite song on this is the first track, which is called Hello Shitty. The next one that I got is one that I also got in one of my vinyl shipments, but it's Casey Bowles. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that name right. And this one is also on a colored vinyl. Pure Noise Records is also one of those places that I go to for colored vinyl because every single one of their artists puts out the prettiest colored vinyl. And this is one of the prettiest ones that's probably in my collection. And it is this really pretty gold and black splatter on like white vinyl. I just think this is like absolutely like gorgeous. My favorite song off of this album has to be Tattoo. The next one is one that I just recently bought, and I got it from Urban Outfitters, and it is the Chainsmokers Collage EP. And it is on white vinyl, just white. And my favorite song off of this EP is obviously Closer. That is the reason I bought this. I like the Chainsmokers, but I mean, I probably wouldn't have bought this if it didn't have Closer on it, just because Halsey is my queen, if you can't see, but she's my queen. But this one is Charlie XCX, her album Sucker. It is just a traditional black pressing, but my favorite song on this album is Doing It. This next one is also one that I got in a vinyl shipment, and it is 4 Year Strong's Rise or Die Trying. It is just a traditional black pressing, and my favorite song on this one is probably Catastrophe. This next one is another one from my vinyl shipment. I've really been enjoying vinyl because it makes me listen to things that I probably normally wouldn't listen to, and they give me a vinyl that I probably wouldn't buy on my own, and this is definitely one of those. It's the Griswolds' Be Impressive. My favorite song on this one is probably America. Alright, so this next one is obviously Badlands by Halsey. If you can't tell, I really love Halsey. So obviously I had to get Badlands on vinyl, and this is a gatefold, so it opens up and there's this beautiful, beautiful picture of my queen in there. But this is the pressing that you order off of her website, so it is the bubblegum pink color. My favorite track off of Badlands, honestly, this is one of like my top like 5 favorite albums ever, so it's really hard for me to pick a favorite song, but if I have to choose one, it's gonna be Control every time. I saw Halsey on the final installment of the Badlands tour in Phoenix, Arizona. I actually did a vlog of it, and I did a concert review, so I will link those for you. But Control was like absolutely amazing because the interaction between Halsey and the crowd was just like it gave me chills. So the next one is another one that I got from my vinyl shipment, and it's also another band that is signed to Pure Noise Records. So it's one that I already knew, but it's Hit the Lights album Summer Bones, and because this is a Pure Noise record label artist, it is on colored vinyl. I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera because it's kind of dark, but it's like a, oh look, yeah, you can see. It's a black and maroon splatter. This side's not so much, but this side is so pretty. My favorite song on this album is probably The Real. So the next one that I have is one that I don't necessarily listen to that often, but I bought it because it's probably my favorite Christmas album ever to exist ever, because I'm trash. But it is Justin Bieber's Under the Mistletoe. But my favorite song off of this Christmas album is Drummer Boy, because I'm a sucker for those JB raps. Like, sorry, I'm trash. Anyways, Lana Del Rey's Paradise. For the longest time, I didn't like Lana Del Rey, and I'll probably get a lot of hate for saying that, but it was true. And then I listened to this particular EP, I guess you could call it. And I just really fell in love with it, and now I like Lana Del Rey. My favorite song on this is American. Alright, the next one is Cry Baby by Melanie Martinez. I know that a lot of people have this record, so obviously it's in my collection, but I love Melanie Martinez, and it is a gatefold, so it has like this creepy picture because, you know, Melanie Martinez. And it also comes with this Crybaby storybook that has all of the artwork in there for each of the songs, and like talks about each of the songs, since Crybaby is like a concept album. So it comes with that. My favorite song on this is definitely Mad Hatter. But this one is Neck Deep's Life's Not Out to Get You. And this one is also a gatefold, so it opens up with this picture in the middle. And it is a really cool tricolor vinyl that's yellow and red and blue. So I really, like, this is so pretty. Like, I love it. My favorite song off of this album, it's hard for me to pick because I really love, like, there's 3 or 4 of them that I'm absolutely obsessed with. But if you were to force me to choose, I would have to say my favorite song is Serpents. Alright, so the next one is Last Year Was Complicated by Nick Jonas. I bought this when I went and saw him and Demi Lovato on the Future Now tour. And it is also a gatefold. Ugh. So it opens and there's just like this picture inside of some fire, and then just Nick J chilling. But my favorite song off of this album 100% has to be Bacon, because ever since I first heard that song, like, I jammed to it. But this one is Owen with Ghost Town. It is just a traditional black pressing, and my favorite song off of this one is probably An Animal. But then this next one is also another one that I got from my vinyl shipment, and it is Rose's Camera Trouble. I had never in my entire life heard of this band before. But I was instantly drawn to this when I took it out of my package just because of the artwork. And this is also on white vinyl, so that gave me another reason to love it, because I'm obsessed with colored vinyl. But my favorite song off of this album is It's Eerie. So the next one is Sleeping with Sirens, Let's Cheers to This. And I really love it because look at this. It is on bright yellow vinyl, and I love that. I absolutely love that. I've seen Sleeping with Sirens live 3 times, so I like them, you know, a lot. Kellen Quinn is amazing. But my favorite song off of this album in particular is probably Your Nickel Ain't Like My Dime. Alright, so the next one is also a record by Sleeping with Sirens, and it is With Ears to See and Eyes to Hear. I got this one at Hot Topic again. And also again, it is a white pressing because I'm obsessed with white vinyl. I just think it's so pretty and crisp. Obviously, my favorite track has to be If I'm James Dean, You're Audrey Hepburn, because that is probably my favorite Sleeping with Sirens song ever. But the next 3 are by my favorite band in the entire world. So the first one is The Acoustic Things by State Champs. I have seen State Champs live 6 times, and I have met at least one member of the band every single time that I have seen them. And I have several things. I have like 3 posters that are signed by them, and a CD that's signed by them, and I have a drum head that's signed by them and was used in one of their shows, and I have a huge wall flag of theirs. So basically, like, I'm 100% obsessed with them. So I have every single album of theirs on vinyl. So this one's the Acoustic Things, which was their short little acoustic project that had some of their songs from the Finer Things on here done acoustically, and then it also had 2 new songs on there. But this particular pressing is the blue and pink one. Anyways, my favorite song off of this album in particular is If I'm Lucky. So the next State Champs one that I have is obviously the Finer Things. This was State Champs' debut album. This one is also on colored vinyl. I think I got this one at Hot Topic though. The 2 of the State Champs ones that I have, I got off of their website, but this one I actually found at Hot Topic, and it's like, this side isn't very marbled, it's just purple. But this side is like a purple yellow, like marbly-ness. But my favorite song off of the Finer Things is definitely Prepared to Be Noticed. Anyways, this is their latest album. It came out just a little over a year ago. And it's a gatefold. And it's got all of like the writing stuff inside. Like, has all the lyrics to all the songs and like their thank yous and stuff. But anyways, it's on the inside. This album's super pretty. I'm going to show you the back too, because I love the artwork of this, like all of these little things. But because State Champs is a Pure Noise Records artist, they put out beautiful colored vinyl. This is like a half and half splatter marble polka dot type thing. Anyways, as you can see, it's like clear and gray, and it's got blue and black like splattery stuff on it. Super pretty. I'm super obsessed with it. My favorite song off of this one, even though it's hard to choose because they're my favorite, but my favorite song is Perfect Score. So if there's one State Champ song that I would recommend you look up, it would probably be Perfect Score, because it's so like upbeat and happy, and I think that it's a song that everyone can enjoy. So go check it out. So the next one that I have is the Story So Far self-titled album. This is another one that I got from Hot Topic, and it is a colored pressing. It's this super pretty blue and cream, like marble splattery thing. But my favorite song off of this album is Heavy Gloom. The next one is the last one that I have that I got from my vinyl shipment, but it is Taking Back Sundays, Tell All Your Friends. This is just a standard black pressing, but my favorite song on this one is probably Q without the E. And then the last one that I have in my collection, which ironically is the first record I ever bought after I got a record player, is the used Imaginary Enemy. But like I said, this was the first album I ever bought in my entire life. I went into the little record store that we have in my town and I bought this. But my favorite song on this album is probably LOVE. But there you go. This video is probably super long because I have quite a few records. I have more than I thought, actually, and I'm just gonna keep collecting them. But hopefully you liked this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe if you want. I don't post videos very regularly because I'm not very good at this and I'm super busy with school and work, but I do post videos every once in a while, so if you want to watch them, go ahead and subscribe, or like this video if you own any of these albums, or if any of these albums are your favorite and you want to talk about them, leave them in the comments below and I'd love to talk about them with you. But that's going to be the end of this video. Hopefully you liked it, and I'll see you next time.